Welcome back to another Sleepy Steve story. Before we drift off tonight, remember to subscribe to help Steve-O out, and I will keep making more sleepy stories to help you study gently, revise quietly, and settle your mind at the end of the day. Settle yourself in now, and let the room around you become a little quieter. Tonight, we are moving into Unit 3, Area of Study 3, in VCE Business Management. We are going to walk slowly through operations management, the part of a business that turns resources into finished goods or services. And because this is Sleepy Steve, we are not going to rush. We are going to imagine a business after hours, when the workers have gone home, when the lights are low, when the machines are quiet, and when the whole system of production can be seen clearly, almost like a calm map spread across the floor. This episode is called Operations Management. By the end of tonight, you should feel comfortable with the idea that operations management is about coordinating inputs, processes, and outputs, so that a business can achieve its objectives as efficiently and effectively as possible. That sentence matters. Operations management is not just about making things. It is about managing the whole production process. It is about how a business uses resources. It is about how work is organized. It is about quality. It is about productivity. It is about reducing waste. It is about making sure the final good or service meets customer expectations. And in Unit 3, this connects directly to the larger business management ideas you have already met. Business objectives, stakeholders, efficiency, effectiveness, management decisions, and the way a business tries to improve performance. So take a slow breath in and let it out. We begin outside a quiet business at night. It might be a bakery with flowers stacked neatly beside silver benches. It might be a furniture manufacturer with timber resting in long, pale rows. It might be a technology business where designers have left screens sleeping on dim desks. It might be a service business like a hotel, a hairdresser, a transport company, or a school canteen, where the main output is not a physical product, but a service experienced by a customer. Different businesses look very different from the outside, but inside every business there is an operations system. There are inputs, there are processes, and there are outputs. This is one of the most important frameworks in operations management. Inputs are the resources used by the business. They can include raw materials such as timber, ingredients, fabric, metal, plastic, or electronic components. They can include labor, which means the human effort, skill, knowledge, and experience of employees. They can include capital equipment such as machinery, tools, computers, vehicles, buildings, and technology. They can include time, money, information, and energy. In a service business, inputs might include staff expertise, booking systems, customer information, equipment, rooms, vehicles, or digital platforms. Then come the processes. Processes are the activities that transform inputs into outputs. They are the steps, systems, and methods used to create the good or service. In a bakery, the process includes mixing, kneading, proving, baking, cooling, packing, and displaying. In a furniture business, the process might include designing, cutting, sanding, assembling, finishing, checking, and delivering. In a service business, the process might be the sequence of customer booking, consultation, service delivery, payment, and follow-up. And finally, there are outputs. Outputs are the finished goods or services produced by the business. A good is usually tangible. You can touch it. You can hold it. A loaf of bread, a desk, a jumper, a car, a phone, a cup of coffee. These are goods. A service is usually intangible. You experience it rather than hold it. A haircut, a hotel stay, a tutoring session, a taxi ride, an online banking service, a health appointment. These are services. Some businesses provide both goods and services. A restaurant produces meals, which are goods, but it also provides service through staff, atmosphere, ordering, delivery, and customer care. A phone company may sell a physical phone and also provide connection, support, billing, and repairs. So when you think about operations management, do not only picture a factory. Picture any organization that transforms resources into something of value. Now let us move slowly through the first big idea. Operations management is the management of the production of goods and services. It includes planning, organizing, coordinating, and controlling the resources and activities involved in production. The operations manager needs to make sure the business can produce what it promises, the right quantity, the right quality, at the right time, at a cost the business can manage, and in a way that helps the business meet its objectives. Business objectives might include making a profit, increasing market share, improving productivity, improving customer satisfaction, reducing costs, improving quality, reducing waste, improving competitiveness, or acting in a socially responsible way. Operations management supports these objectives because production decisions affect almost everything. If operations are slow, costs may rise. If quality is poor, customers may complain. If waste is high, profit may fall and environmental concerns may increase. If the business cannot produce enough to meet demand, sales may be lost. If employees are poorly trained or equipment is unreliable, productivity may suffer. So, operations management is not hidden in the background. It is a central part of business performance. Now, in business management, two key words appear again and again: efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency means using resources in the best possible way, with minimal waste, cost, and time. It is about how well the business uses inputs. A business is more efficient when it can produce more output with the same amount of resources, or produce the same output using fewer resources. For example, if a bakery can make the same number of loaves while using less electricity and wasting less flour, its operations have become more efficient. If a call center can answer customer questions faster without lowering the quality of support, it may have improved efficiency. If a manufacturer can reduce defects and rework, it saves time and materials. Effectiveness means achieving the intended objectives. It is about whether the business is actually meeting its goals. A business can be efficient but not effective. Imagine a factory that produces shoes very quickly and cheaply, but the shoes are uncomfortable, unpopular, and not selling. That business may be efficient in production, but ineffective in meeting customer needs or sales objectives. A business can also be effective but not very efficient. It might produce a high-quality product that customers love, but at such a high cost that profit is low. The strongest businesses try to be both: efficient in how they use resources, effective in how they achieve objectives. Operations management sits right in the middle of that balance. Now we move into productivity. Productivity measures the relationship between outputs and inputs. It is often described as the amount of output produced from a given amount of input. If the business can produce more goods or services using the same resources, productivity has improved. If it can produce the same output using fewer resources, productivity has also improved. Productivity matters because it can help a business reduce costs, increase competitiveness, improve profitability, and respond more quickly to customer demand. But productivity should not be treated as speed alone. If employees are pushed to work faster but quality falls, customers may complain. If machines run constantly but maintenance is ignored, equipment may break down. If production rises but staff become exhausted, the business may face higher absenteeism or turnover. So, in a good business management response, productivity should be linked carefully to efficiency, effectiveness, quality, and stakeholder interests. Now let us walk further inside the business. Imagine the lights gently turning on above a production area. You can see three pathways. One path is technology, one path is quality, one path is materials. These are three major areas where operation strategies can improve business performance. Tonight, in episode 17, we will begin with the foundations and the first group of strategies. In the next episode, we will go further into the full set of operation strategies, including waste minimization, lean management, corporate social responsibility, global sourcing, overseas manufacture, and outsourcing. For now, we begin with technology. Technology can change how a business produces goods and services. In operations management, technology may help the business improve speed, accuracy, quality, consistency, and productivity. One example is automated production lines. An automated production line uses machinery and technology to perform production tasks with limited human intervention. Instead of each stage being completed manually, machines may move the product through a sequence of production steps. This can be common in manufacturing, food production, car production, and packaging. The advantage of automated production lines is that they can increase speed and consistency. They can reduce labor costs over time. They can operate for long periods. They can reduce human error. They can improve productivity by producing large quantities efficiently. But there are also limitations. Automated production lines can be expensive to purchase and install. Employees may need training. Some jobs may be changed or lost. Maintenance can be costly. If the system breaks down, production may stop. And if customer preferences change quickly, a highly specialized production line may be less flexible. So, as always in business management, do not simply say a strategy is good. Explain how it supports objectives, and recognize possible costs or limitations. Another form of technology is computer-aided design, often called CAD. Computer-aided design is the use of computer software to create, modify, and test product designs. A business might use CAD to design furniture, clothing, buildings, packaging, machinery, jewelry, components, or digital prototypes. CAD can improve accuracy. It can make design changes faster. It can help designers test ideas before physical materials are used. It can reduce waste because fewer physical prototypes may be needed. It can also support innovation by allowing ideas to be visualized and refined. For a business trying to improve quality or respond to customer needs, CAD can be very useful, but again, it may require software, hardware, training, and skilled employees. The business needs people who can use the technology effectively. Then there is computer-aided manufacturing, or CAM. Computer-aided manufacturing uses computer-controlled machinery to make products. CAM may work with CAD. A design can be created on a computer, then sent to machinery that cuts, shapes, prints, assembles, or manufactures the item. CAM can improve precision and consistency. It can reduce errors. It can reduce waste. It can improve productivity. It may also allow more complex designs to be made. For example, a furniture business might use CAD to design a custom table, then CAM machinery to cut the pieces accurately. A clothing business might use digital patterns and automated cutting. A manufacturer might use computer-controlled machines to produce components to exact measurements. In an exam answer, you could say that CAD and CAM may improve efficiency by reducing waste and production time, and may improve effectiveness by helping the business produce goods that meet quality standards and customer requirements. Now let us turn to a service-based technology example. Website development. Website development can be an operations strategy when the website helps the business deliver its goods or services more efficiently or effectively. A website might allow customers to order online, book appointments, track deliveries, access support, compare products, make payments, or receive digital services. For a retail business, a website can extend sales beyond the physical store. For a service business, a website can automate bookings and reduce the time employees spend taking phone calls. For a restaurant, online ordering can help coordinate kitchen preparation and delivery. For a school uniform supplier, a website may allow families to choose sizes, pay online, and collect orders efficiently. Website development can improve customer convenience. It can increase sales opportunities. It can reduce administrative workload. It can provide useful data about customers and demand. But it also requires maintenance, cybersecurity, updates, and good design. If the website is confusing or unreliable, it may damage the customer experience. So technology in operations can be powerful, but it needs to be planned and managed. Now the next pathway is quality. Quality means the degree to which a good or service meets customer expectations and required standards. Quality is not always about being luxurious or expensive. It is about fitness for purpose. A budget product can still be high quality if it reliably does what customers expect at that price. A premium product must meet a higher expectation. A service must be delivered in a way that customers consider reliable, professional, and valuable. Quality matters because it affects customer satisfaction, reputation, repeat sales, competitiveness, and profitability. Poor quality can lead to complaints, refunds, repairs, waste, legal issues, and damage to brand image. In operations management, businesses can use several quality strategies. The first is quality control. Quality control involves checking the final good or service, or checking at particular points in production to detect defects or problems. It is like inspection. A business might check a sample of products coming off a production line. A bakery might check that loaves are the right size and properly baked. A clothing business might check seams, zips, and sizing before items are packed. A service business might review customer feedback after the service has been delivered. The advantage of quality control is that it can identify defects before products reach customers. It can help protect reputation. It can prevent faulty goods from being sold. But quality control often finds problems after they have already happened. If a product is defective at the end of production, materials and time may already have been wasted. That brings us to quality assurance. Quality assurance focuses on the processes used to produce the good or service. It is about preventing defects by building quality into the system. A business may create standards, procedures, training, and checks throughout production. It may seek certification or follow recognized quality standards. The idea is that if the process is reliable, the final output is more likely to be reliable. Quality assurance is more proactive than quality control. It aims to reduce the chance of defects occurring in the first place. For example, a food business may have procedures for temperature checks, hygiene, supplier standards, staff training, and equipment cleaning. A manufacturer may document each production step and require employees to follow clear procedures. A service business may use scripts, checklists, and training so that customers receive a consistent experience. Quality assurance can improve consistency and reduce waste, but it can also require time, documentation, training, and monitoring. Then there is total quality management, or TQM. Total quality management is a whole business approach to quality. It involves all employees taking responsibility for continuous improvement and customer satisfaction. TQM is not just one inspection point. It is a culture. It asks everyone in the business to look for ways to improve quality, reduce errors, and meet customer needs. Employees may be encouraged to suggest improvements. Teams may review processes. Managers may use customer feedback to guide decisions. The business may focus on doing things right the first time. TQM can help improve quality, reduce waste, improve employee involvement, and strengthen customer satisfaction. But it can take time to develop. It requires commitment from management and employees. It may require training and cultural change. So when comparing quality control, quality assurance, and total quality management, think of them this way. Quality control checks outputs. Quality assurance improves processes. Total quality management involves the whole business in continuous improvement. Now we walk to the third pathway, materials management. Materials management is the strategy used to manage the use, storage, and flow of materials in the production process. For a goods business, materials might include raw materials, components, packaging, and supplies. For a service business, the word materials may be less obvious, but the business may still manage equipment, information, digital resources, consumables, tools, or stock needed to provide the service. Good materials management helps ensure that the right materials are available in the right quantity, at the right time, and in the right condition. If a business has too few materials, production may stop. If a bakery runs out of flour, it cannot produce bread. If a manufacturer runs out of components, orders may be delayed. If a hairdresser runs out of key supplies, services may be affected. But if a business stores too many materials, money is tied up in stock. Storage costs may increase. Some materials may expire, become damaged, become obsolete, or be wasted. so the business needs balance. One approach is forecasting. Forecasting means predicting future demand so the business can plan materials and production. If a business expects higher demand during holidays, it may order more materials and schedule more production. If demand is expected to fall, it may reduce orders to avoid excess stock. Forecasting can improve efficiency by reducing shortages and overstocking. But forecasts are never perfect. Customer preferences, weather, competition, economic conditions, and supply issues can all change demand. Another idea linked to materials management is just-in-time, often shortened to JIT. Just-in-time is where materials are received just as they are needed in the production process, rather than being stored for long periods. JIT can reduce storage costs and reduce waste. It can improve cash flow because the business does not have as much money tied up in stock. It can help operations become leaner. But JIT depends on reliable suppliers and accurate timing. If deliveries are delayed, production can stop. If there is a transport problem or supplier shortage, the business may not have backup materials. So JIT can improve efficiency, but it can also increase risk if not managed carefully. Now pause for a moment. You have already covered a lot. Operations management, inputs, processes, and outputs, goods and services, efficiency and effectiveness, productivity, technology, quality, materials management. These concepts are not separate boxes. They connect. Let us imagine a simple business case study. A small Australian business makes reusable drink bottles. Its objective is to increase market share while maintaining a reputation for quality and reducing environmental impact. The inputs include stainless steel, lids, packaging, machinery, employees, energy, money, and design information. The processes include designing the bottle, sourcing materials, shaping the steel, assembling the bottle, checking quality, packaging, and distributing. The outputs are the finished drink bottles and perhaps customer service around online orders and returns. If the business introduces CAD, it can improve the bottle design and test different shapes before producing prototypes. If it introduces CAM, it may produce parts more accurately. If it uses quality assurance, it may create procedures to prevent faults. If it uses quality control, it may inspect finished bottles before shipment. If it uses TQM, it may involve employees in ongoing improvement, such as reducing scratches, improving packaging, or making production safer. If it improves materials management, it may reduce excess stock and avoid running out of lids. All of these strategies can help the business improve efficiency and effectiveness. But each strategy has costs, risks, and consequences. Technology may require capital investment and training. Quality systems may take time and paperwork. JIT may depend heavily on suppliers. Changes may affect employees. Stakeholders may experience benefits and drawbacks. Customers may receive better quality. Owners may benefit from higher profit. Employees may need training or may worry about automation. Suppliers may need to meet stricter timing or quality standards. The community may benefit if waste is reduced. This is the kind of thinking that works well in business management. You define the concept, you apply it to the business, you explain the effect on objectives, and you consider stakeholders or limitations where appropriate. Now let us build a few exam-style sentences slowly. Operations management refers to the management of the production of goods and services, including the transformation of inputs into outputs through processes. A business may improve efficiency by using automated production lines because machinery can produce goods more quickly and consistently, reducing labor time and waste. A business may improve effectiveness by using quality assurance because clear procedures can help ensure outputs meet customer expectations and business quality objectives. Materials management can support productivity by ensuring materials are available when needed, reducing delays in production. However, a strategy such as just-in-time may increase risk if suppliers are unreliable, because delays in delivery may stop production and reduce the business's ability to meet customer demand. These are the kinds of sentences that turn knowledge into analysis, not just what the strategy is, but how it helps, and what might limit it. Now, let us return to the quiet business at night. The production floor is still, the machines are resting, the shelves are organized, the computer screens are dark. But if you look carefully, you can see the whole operation system. Inputs waiting to be used, processes designed to transform them, outputs ready for customers. You can see the manager thinking about efficiency. Are we using resources wisely? You can see the manager thinking about effectiveness. Are we meeting our objectives? You can see technology as a tool. You can see quality as a promise. You can see materials management as the quiet rhythm that keeps production moving. And that is the heart of this episode. Operations management is the part of the business that turns plans into real goods and services. It is where objectives become action. It is where customer expectations are either met or missed. It is where waste can be reduced, quality can be improved, productivity can rise, and stakeholders can be affected. So, before we finish, let us review the key points one final time. First, operations management is the management of the production of goods and services. Second, operation systems involve inputs, processes, and outputs. Third, goods are tangible, while services are intangible, although many businesses provide both. Fourth, efficiency is about using resources wisely, while effectiveness is about achieving objectives. Fifth, productivity is the relationship between inputs and outputs. Sixth, technology strategies such as automated production lines, CAD, CAM, and website development can improve speed, accuracy, consistency, customer access, and productivity, but they may require investment and training. Seventh, quality strategies include quality control, quality assurance, and total quality management. Quality control checks for defects. Quality assurance builds quality into processes. Total quality management involves the whole business in continuous improvement. Eighth, materials management helps the business manage stock, supplies, and resources so production can occur smoothly. And finally, every operation strategy should be linked back to business objectives, efficiency, effectiveness, stakeholders, and performance. That is enough for tonight. You do not need to hold it all tightly. Just let the ideas settle. Inputs, processes, outputs, efficiency, effectiveness, productivity, technology, quality, materials, a quiet business, working carefully, turning resources into something useful. This has been Sleepy Steve, helping you fall asleep and study. Remember to subscribe to help Steve-O out, and I will keep making more sleepy stories for you. Sleep well, and when you return to business management, the operations system will be waiting there calmly, ready to be understood.